What is going on, guys? Turbo Hauling here, and today I wanted to make a quick video about if you're thinking about going to CDL school and debating whether or not to go or what school to go to. I'm going to try to cover it in this video and what school I went to and how it was. So I got my CDL actually last week, passed my test first time, so I'm very glad I did that. And overall, I gotta say, I recommend going to a school. Even if you have somewhat experience like I do with hauling cars on my one-car trailer, I still learned so much at that school. And even now when I'm hauling cars, especially with the backing up, the tricks and tips they gave me how to do it, it helps me even with backing up my little trailer. But anyway, let's get started on this video. So the school I went to was called Trans Tech. They're located in North Carolina, and to go to the school I had to drive an hour. It's about an hour from my house, so I had to drive an hour every day, which is not too bad, but got a little annoying. Some people that would come over to the school would be like from Indiana, Ohio, places like that, and they'd get a hotel, and they'd stay at the hotel until they finish the school. Now, the CDL school, how much I paid out of my pocket. Now, what you could do is you could get hired with a company, and they'll pay for your CDL school. So what they'll do is they'll pay for your school. They'll send you to a school, and then after you finish the school, you go through their training at their facility. And I don't know how long that is. That just depends on each company. I didn't want to do it with the company because the company, they get you locked in a contract. So after you get hired with them, after you finish all the training, you got to work for 1 whole year with them. And trust me, during that year, they're going to work you like a dog. They're going to, I'm telling you, like 500 miles a day, barely any pay. So if that's something you're willing to do, go ahead. That was something I'm not willing to do because I can make more money hauling one car, wherever I go, 500-mile radius. I can make more money hauling one car than I would working for a company. And that's crazy if you think about it. But anyway, I paid out of my pocket. How much I paid was $2,850 exactly. I think it was $2,750 for the school, and then an additional $100 for the drug test. Now, what you need, well, what I did, you don't need to get these before the school, but it's recommended. Well, first of all, you do need a medical. You can get it through the school. They'll send you to this little clinic to get it there. I did everything beforehand. I came prepared. I got my physical and I got my permit. Now you can go to the school without having a permit and just take it at their DMV. I just wanted to do it ahead of time, so I got my permit ahead of time. Now, the drug test, when you get your medical, usually it'll take the drug test with it. The medical and drug test will be one thing, but the drug test is only good for a month, so my drug test expired, so I had to retake it. No big deal. I just took it wherever the school sent me. So the school is full-time. You could choose part-time as well, but that's just going to extend it in more weeks. I want to get it done as quick as possible. So 4 weeks, and we went to school 7 a.m. through 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Now, the first week was class/permit for the people that didn't get the permit. I had my permit. Even though I had my permit, I still had to come in to class, which is not a big deal, but it was kind of annoying because I'm like, I already know all this stuff. But pretty much in class, you still learn a lot of information. You watch a whole bunch of safety videos. You learn your pre-trip. They give you your pre-trip. The pre-trip is very important to learn. A lot of talking in class. The instructor, she's been driving for years and years, for over like 20, 30 years. So telling us what to do, what happens in the trucking world. You know a lot. Also, you do take a lot of tests throughout the class. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory, common sense. Some of them are a little tricky, but instructors will help you out through the test. Make sure you know all your material. And the people that need to go take their permit, they go on Thursday and Friday, so they have 2 chances to get the permit. They go Thursday for the first time at the DMV, and then Friday at the second time at the DMV. So you get 2 chances to get your permit, which is why I got mine beforehand, not to worry about any of that. Now, the second week, the whole week, we did backing up on the field. We did our straight back, our offset, which is pretty much the parallel parking, and the 90-degree. Now, what they did is if you couldn't do, like, let's say you couldn't do the straight back, they would not move you on to the offset. So everybody varied where they went. We had one guy, dude, he didn't need to go to the school. He knew everything about backing. He got it first try. He knew everything about it. So I don't know why he was there, but, dude was a boss. And then for me, that's the one thing I wish about the school. We had more backing up time because we had a huge class. We had a class of like 12 people when usually a class is only like 4 or 5 people. So backing up time, I'd only get like 2-3 backups a day, if that, because of so many people. And I was really disappointed. I know the backup, I'm somewhat good at it. The straight back's easy, the offset I get it, but that 90 always throws me off. So that's what we did. We backed up in the manual trucks and their day cabs, so it makes backing up a little bit easier. Full size 53-foot trailer we were backing up in. One thing I kind of wish I took the class in the summertime, because I went January and I ended about February, and man, some brutal weather. I remember one morning we came there and almost the whole day it was like 10 degrees outside Fahrenheit. It was brutal. I'm like, man, I wish I took it in the summer, but hey, I took it when I did, and it is what it is. I was surprised that they had automatics, and I was like, heck yeah, throw me in the automatic. I don't want to be in a manual, because I know my truck, I'm going to get an automatic. Say what you want about me, call me what you want, I don't care. Automatic is so much easier. It saves you in traffic. It's less of a headache. I don't want to worry about stupid gear shifting. I just want to worry about on the road and my trailer. That's all I want to worry about. So I'm like, heck yeah, put me down for the automatic. But pretty much all the people that went to the school with a company, the company automatically threw all of them into automatic. So if you're a company driver and you get sent over to the school, most likely you're not going to get put in the manual. The only manuals you're going to do is the backing up manual. That's what everybody did. But as far as the driving, they're going to put you in automatic. You could cry all about it, but that's just how it is. Now, the people that paid out of their pocket, like me, they gave me a choice, and the few other people that were private pay, they gave them a choice as well to either, they're like, hey, you want a manual, automatic. All the private pays, except me and another person, chose automatic, and it is what it is. Now, the day driving, it was only me and another student in one truck because the other person who was supposed to be with us quit. So it was just two of us, and we got plenty of driving time. The driving, I have no worries about it whatsoever. The driving's fine. The only thing you got to worry about is that trailer. It's a really long trailer, and you got to make your turns really wide. And they take it to the extreme, guys. They don't just take you on the highway and be like, that's it. No, they'll take you in downtown traffic, downtown where all the cars are parked, and you're really watching your trailer. They'll take you to the mountains, curvy, really narrow roads, and I thank them for that, because that really helps, takes you to the extreme worst case scenarios, and it could be a little nerve-wracking, could be a little overwhelming, but for the most part, I feel like I did pretty good. And all the instructors on the backing, on the driving, whatever, I feel like they're all good. They have different teaching styles. Some are more aggressive, some are more calm, but I think overall all of them are good. They're just trying to help you out at the end of the day. The fourth week, the last week, was night driving, and pretty much night driving was pretty much all we did with night driving. We didn't go on any crazy roads in the night. We just went through the mountains highway, and they just showed us how to use the engine brake, downshift on the automatics. You can manually choose to downshift, and we went through the mountains, and you just gotta set your engine brake before it gets too steep, stuff like that. The night driving wasn't too bad. It was the night driving, it was like 5 o'clock to like 3 in the morning, so it was a long time night driving, but I always went first in the day, so as soon as I get my couple hours of driving done, that's it. I'm chilling in the sleeper and watching the other students drive. And that's the fourth week. You do your night driving, and then students would test on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I don't know how to determine who tests when. I tested Friday. I was the last group to go testing. So for the test, all you needed to do was learn your pre-trip. Now the pre-trip, I was kind of worried about it because it is a lot of material, a little overwhelming. But you did it all the time. When you're not backing up, like on the field, during the whole field backing up, when you're not backing up or there's breaks in between, go do your pre-trip, grab a buddy, test each other. And I would just do it over and over. During the driving, when we'd go to a truck stop and hang out there, take our break, do the pre-trip. I'd keep doing the pre-trip over and over. And that was probably the best part I did on my test. I took my test Friday. It was the last week. The pre-trip, I missed on the whole thing. There's the outside, the whole outside, the truck, engine, trailer, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I missed 3 things on that. Kind of bullcrap how I missed some of them. So I missed 3 things. I should have missed 0. What I missed was the torque bar on the back of the trailer. It wasn't on the sheet, but my tester told me I had to say it, even though it wasn't on the sheet. The second one was tight and secure U-bolts on the suspension. I did say that. I guess he didn't hear me because I said it for every single one. And I know I said it for the last one, but I guess he didn't hear me. And the last thing was tire thread. I got mixed up. On the front, it's 432 of tire life. On the back, on all of the back, it's 232. And I don't know why, for the last axle on the trailer, I said 232. Not 432. I said 432 for the last one, when it's supposed to be 232. I just got mixed up. But other than that, the in-cab inspection did perfect. The tug test did perfect. The lab, which is lights, alarms, did all that perfect. So almost got a perfect pre-trip. The backing, I did my straight back perfect. The thing that threw me off is because if you're driving in the automatic, you're going to be testing in the automatic, and the automatic is a full size. And it threw me off because the only backing up we did was with a day cab. So there's an actual extra axle on the tractor, and you got to take that into account. So that did throw me off a little bit. The straight back I did perfect. The offside I did perfect. That 90, I'm not even gonna lie, I was struggling a little bit on the 90. I started jackknifing it too hard, so I pulled up. They took my points off for pulling up, and then I did it again, and I was too much to one side of the cones. I was too much on the right side, and I didn't hit any of the cones. I didn't touch any of the cones, but I was too much on the right side, so it was kind of considered out of bounds. But you know, I was still in between them. My DOT bumper was between the cones as well. So I did that. And then the driving was easy. The instructor's pretty cool. We talked a little bit. He marked me down for some points. I'm not sure what, because I feel like my driving, I did perfect. I did all my turns perfect. I named my bridges, clearance, everything. And I don't know what. He marked a couple points for me. But I passed. End of the day, I'm happy I passed. For some students, you know, especially the last student that took it out, I'm worried. I hope he passed, but his backing up was... It really needed some more practice. I'm not sure how it works. If you fail, I think you come back and you get one more chance to retest. Thing is, you test with the school. You don't go to DMV. You test with the school. So it's a lot better testing with the school than DMV. Especially my DMV where I live in South Carolina. Worst DMV ever. When it comes to CDL testing, they'll fail you every time. And everybody in South Carolina knows that. I don't know why it's like that. Even some of the instructors said, if I went to test in DMV, I've been driving for years, they will fail me because they assume they're like, oh, in order to learn, we got to fail you a couple times. Stupid logic, but that's it. That's pretty much it. I got my CDL at 22 years old, so very happy I did that. Good thing I did it early. Now the main thing I'm trying to do is save up for a truck, my own truck, because I'm going to be owner operator. I'm not going to be working for some company where they're going to take a big cut for my hard work. But it's going to take a lot of money. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm still going to keep doing my one car thing. Hopefully within a year and a half, I'll have enough money for 18-wheeler or partial, or I could get an 18-wheeler and a trailer. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Guys, I'm telling you, with semi-trucks, there are so many options what you could do. You could do dry van, which pretty much just freight. You could do all kinds of hazmats. You could do reefer, which is like frozen foods and stuff. You could do step deck, flatbed, tankers, car haulers. I have no idea what I'm going to do, guys. I'm stuck between three things. Either freight, hauling cars, what I do, on a much bigger scale, like an 8-car, 9-car, maybe. I don't know. This is all ideas. Or a flatbed, like hauling industrial stuff, you know. Oh, and there's lowboy. Probably not going to do lowboy, but that's like hauling big industrial construction tractors, like the oversized stuff. Pays good, but I don't know. I don't want that stress. But I don't know, flatbed, like hauling, I don't know, bricks and stuff, whatever. So I'll have to see what I have to do, what the future holds for me. But that's pretty much it for the CDL thing. If you have any more questions, please comment. If this video was long, I apologize. Kind of get out of hand. I have a list. I try to cover everything short amount of time, but sometimes it just comes out long, guys. Anyway, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. And like I said, any questions, comment. I will try to answer to the best of my knowledge. Until next time, guys, peace. See you later.